Hey my friends, what's going on? It's me, it's Ken. We're doing that Artexpo New York thing, and we're looking at the art card of Ryan Taylor. And soon we'll be looking at the art of Ryan Taylor. But first, let's start with Ryan Taylor himself. Hey Ryan, how are you, man? So talk to me. You have this really amazing piece that I'm going to go to in a minute, but let's talk about the process first.
Yeah, so it's a sculpture of Nipsey Hussle.
Nipsey Hussle, that's the rapper that we lost several years ago,
yeah,
unfortunately.
5 years ago, almost to this day.
Wow.
And, you know, the thing about Nipsey Hussle that really set him apart was that it wasn't always just about his music. It was really what he was doing with the city.
Right, right.
He was doing a lot of big things for Los Angeles, which is where I live. And, you know, I love LA, and he made it way better. He had a lot of foundations to help artists represent themselves without corporations taking all the money. You know, he was helping the youth get out of gangs. He was doing a lot of really great stuff like that. And so the piece is really about helping the foundations by selling it, getting a percentage of the money to the foundations that he started when he was alive. Because when he died, the foundations didn't die with him. His family still run the foundations now. And so if we can get money to continue what he was doing, you know, the marathon continues, then I think that would be a really great thing. And so this is part of a series called Immortality. Mm-hmm. It's the first piece in the series where, you know, we get out of something really super strong that's going to outlive us all.
Can I do that too?
Absolutely. This is tough stuff. It's all stainless steel.
Wow.
It's 1,800 individually cut pieces of stainless steel, all done by hand.
And you did this?
And this is all me. I have no other help.
Wow.
It's a labor of love. Really.
So how long does something like this take?
This is a 2-year project.
2 years.
Yep. And you know, hopefully I would like to be a full-time artist. You know, and this would help with that as well. And if you come around to the back, actually, you can see I left the back all raw, so you can see all the individual parts.
Oh,
you know,
look at
which
that.
Which is sort of it's also sort of a metaphor for how he was. You know, he came from the streets. He came from really rough territory, and he turned into something great. And he stayed where he grew up to help, you know, people go vertically from where they are, and really started to put these foundations in the areas that he grew up in.
Were you a big fan of his before he was gone?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I was following what he was doing, and I had the idea for the series, and I didn't know who I was going to make, and then he tragically passed. So it's a very bittersweet thing, because I was like, well, now I know who I'm going to make. That's cool, but also we lost someone who was doing great things for the city. So yeah, that's kind of how the decision for the piece came about.
So now what's the video going on here?
Yeah. So the video is a process video. You can see the design process on the computer. The middle one
Look at that.
is the paper version. Make sure I really like it before I made it. And all the surrounding videos here are the metal process. You can see me cutting the metal. And I shot all the videos and photos myself. I really am just a one-person show.
And you're doing this in a studio, I guess, right?
Yeah, so I actually
not the living room of your apartment.
Well, actually, the paper version was in my living room of the apartment, and then I got an industrial workspace, slowly started save, buy one tool. I did that for about 3 years until I had something that kind of resembles a metal shop, and that's where I built the piece.
How long you been in like metal, like doing this kind of
about
thing?
4 years total, you know, and I have some other pieces too. I have, you know, this is the first piece I ever made. This is just a, you know, little side table. Mm-hmm. And then I have, you know, a series called City Blocks, sort of play on words, and they're all blocks of different cities. And then, you know, the Nipsey piece. So I have some other stuff, but this is the one that I brought with me because I thought it was important to really kind of, you know, get this one out there.
Now this is a massive piece, my friends, and also a massive price, which is going to go to good cause.
Yeah. And that's sort of the idea.
Has there been an interest so far with people?
There's been interest. This is only the second show that I've had this in.
Okay.
So, you know, we're kind of you know, I feel like a big piece like this probably takes a little time to sell, maybe. But the high price point also is, you know, the more we sell it for, the more we can put towards the foundation. We don't want to give $20 to the foundation.
No.
You know, a good amount to really help.
Do you have other rap icons behind you with this, or help and support it? Or
You know, I've met a number of people that are very connected and people that were in the circle that he was in. I sadly never got to meet him when he was alive, but I met a bunch of people that are very interested in kind of pushing it out there. So hopefully that amounts to people seeing it more. It's really just getting visibility on it.
Yeah.
And the placement for it when it sells is really important, that it's somewhere that is not just in a back room. The idea is that
this has to be...
It's a talking point to keep the conversation going and tell a story.
Yeah, this needs to be like almost in a museum, even, I think, you know, or maybe the rap hall. They opened up a rap museum.
Yeah, there's a hip hop museum. That is a conversation that I just recently started having with the gallery. It was Tab Gallery. They're actually over on that other side. And that would be a great place, you know, I feel like.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you get back to the business of this here and talking more about it with everybody. I thank you for your time, Ryan.
I appreciate you stopping and recording and, you know, taking your time out of your day.
All right, my friends. So, from the table of Ryan Taylor and the fine craft of the late, great Nipsey Hussle, I remain your humble host, Ken from the Piercing Ken site. Do me a favor. Click subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell, and like, and leave a comment on the video. I'd like to hear your 2 cents if you got 2 cents. If you got 4 cents, leave that too. See you next time. Bye.